To the Chicago thing, because I was thinking about it when I said like, does poverty breed violence? I would love to see a statistic on that, like of the poorest places in the world, and there's like correlation to like violent crimes. I guess more like murders. Like
The thing is,
does it correlate?
it's
I guess it's more accessible in Chicago because they have guns here. Some places don't have guns.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the weird thing. Like, it's like you live in poverty, but you also somewhat this semi society or whatever. Like, so it's like
You're in poverty, but like
you still have access to destructive things.
In correlation
like,
to
what a nigga,
India, they can't just pull up.
Like, think about it. Even the niggas in Iraq, the niggas in Africa, they had to be supplied those guns to start the destruction.
Yeah.
Niggas in the hood, we had to be supplied those drugs and guns to, because we ain't have. We couldn't even buy guns. We ain't had that type of money. Yeah. Niggas didn't go to the beach.
And those, and like, I know people would be like, oh, because they bought them from, like those guns that people be using. They're not. Those aren't. There's no way those are all just from like, oh yeah, I broke into this old nigga house and we stole it. All them guns ain't from breaking into suburban houses.
And then even then, how did they get machine guns? How did they got like they bro?
There's no way that you just broke into every suburban house. Y'all just found a fucking plethora of AKs. There's no way.
So yeah, when you look at certain places in Africa, they don't be killing each other. They just die from hunger.
Yeah,
like that's the worst thing they gotta deal with. They don't be killing each other.
So
like
they're
that.
like kind of privileged. I won't say privileged, but like being poor in America.
The first shall be last.
Everything's relative.
The first shall be last.
If you look at yourself like, yes, in America I'm poor and I'm whatever, but if I'm looking at them niggas like they're poor and they're like there's no send 5 cents to Chicago videos, like for you know what I'm saying, or any poor area. Over there, you see them kids like
thinking about it. Think about the hypocrisy of this shit. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, you good.
Niggas are in the game getting on YouTube posting shit on the internet. Right. Like niggas you have a luxury in front of you and you are not using it.
Nigga, just start a reaction channel.
You have a phone.
Just start a reaction channel. You get somebody.
Phone. Like you go back to Google information. You have a phone and instead of using it for positive things, you're using it for fucking
to go on live and point guns at the camera.
But it's funny because we talk about poverty, but niggas don't even know what a phone is. We got tools that can literally create change instantly.
Like I said, everything's relative, obviously, but they don't even know what the internet is. They don't know they don't know what water. Like
they don't know what Google is.
Like they got fucking like, bro, you can go in your house and just flick the faucet on. They out there fucking pumping that damn well, trying to get the water out the well.
Bro, a faucet is fucking magic to them.
Like you see in movies all the time, like a foreigner come that never experienced. They're like, but they get in the shower.
They cut it on a few times.
They get scared, like you know what I'm saying, like cave. Like not disrespect.
Yes, because it's,
like
it's a lack of understanding.
When
basically.
they fucking find something they've never been.
Yeah, bro. It's
like
crazy.
if I ever sit on a bidet, I might be like, what the fuck is that? Like,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck
because you're not used to. But somebody else gonna be like virgin, rookie.
They get we got a warm setting too. And then they get up, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, man. So, well, to answer your question, do poverty breed destruction? No, because destruction needs a certain level of resources. Because what do they say? With great power comes great responsibility. What power do we have besides hip hop? Like, so the power that we have to destroy is coming from somebody else, some sponsor. This shit is fucked. We cold with this shit. We not bro. When I say when we get this money, bro, it ain't gonna be shit you can tell us, bro, cause we seeing the traps now, and bro, we gonna be some problems. We gonna be some problems.
And then I also think that like every time I watch them like documentaries like World's Toughest Prisons, it's never like like I don't know. It's never an American prison. It's always like niggas in Guatemala, but like. They do it different. Like their violence is different because they don't have. I mean, they have guns, obviously, but like they just they hacking. Like they just like I don't know. It's like a different level.
Yeah, you get shanked and shit. You get jumped and shit. Some ribs get broken. But yeah, they castrate niggas in Mexico.
Like they couldn't.
But it's different too. They got the resources. They be having little cities. Like if you watch the movie called Gringo, what's that dude name? That he was that white dude with the they call him an anti-Semite. He do the war movies
Mel
and
Gibson?
shit. Yeah, I think he played in Gringo. But yeah, they have a little city. Family can come in and out. You can easily get things in and out the hell. Yeah, it's a whole city.
Yeah, they got that in American Toughest Prison. They be like just walking like
stores.
Around. They be like just.
So yeah, that's why they can do shit like that because they got more access to those things. But here, like shit, if if they literally gave them niggas plastic like toothbrushes that broke, if like the plastic spoons broke, like if you like y'all can make prison non-violent. I mean, niggas will still get beat up, but
it's just like, and I'm not trying to, because I'm not talking shit about people who are poor, but I'm just thinking like, because I'm thinking of when I was in Costa Rica, and I'm just thinking like other people's poor versus our. I just look at their people's poor versus our poor, and not homeless. I'm not even talking about homeless poor. Not people who like it's, when you watch King Von interview, King Von was saying that like we had everything we needed, we just didn't have more than we needed. You know what I'm saying? Like we always had food, we always had whatever. Like we was always good. We just didn't have more than we needed. And I think that comes too is like the we think about like that. We just have what we have to survive. Bills are paid. We got enough food. But for some reason in America, that's not looked at as enough.
Well,
that's looked at as
in the white community, that's great. But when you gotta go to school, when you gotta go around other people that don't have that shit together, you deal with those problems. Yeah. So and then people talk about you. It's a lot of games that go into it because even then you red line and then niggas get shot, niggas get killed, and it's like you still surrounded by the shit. So yeah, you might have food in your plate, a house over your head, but you're still in the hood, surrounded by all these other traps. So
I'm just, it's always interesting.
I know what you're saying though. I get exactly what you're saying.
It's always interesting looking at poor.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Different levels of poor, like poor in America versus poor in Costa Rica.
Yeah,
it's like you look at the shit these people like living like they're living in like mud, like they're living in like. And they're like walking with no shoes. Like it's like,
and that's the thing.
Like it's like otherworldly
they don't be killing
type
each other and shit. Like they have their markets,
community. They have a community. Even though they're all poor, nobody feels threatened. Like I don't. It's not like a crab in a barrel thing. Like it's not like I feel like if I go rob this other poor family somehow, which is like if somebody's poor and you rob somebody that's poor, how is that going to make you rich? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like it doesn't even make sense. So like,
you know how many poor people you have to rob? All of them.
Everybody. But it's like, I don't know. It's crazy.
And watching the food channels and shit, they always going to these places like Costa Rica or just random, just little places. And these people live in shacks. The restaurant, the city restaurant being a shack, but literally the shack right here, the ocean right here. They got little makeshift boats that they keep together. They go out, they fish. They sell the shit to the restaurant. The restaurant got fresh food, and they living like it's the shit. Well, in our eyes, the shit cheap. Like a nigga get a 5-6 course meal. Nah, shit, nigga get a whole a meal for 15 people and only spend $15 because that's just how it is. But even then, you can go fish your goddamn self. Like that's just because everybody know how to do these little things. Because like, bro, you gonna learn how to fish. Like these, like that's they shit. Like I remember some shit with like. This is off topic a little bit, but some people in some Native American tribe, they literally had salmon in the river, and that's how they live. They just fished off the salmon, but once the shit went dry and shit, they got hold. But like, bro, if you got a steady food resource, bro, you pretty much be good. And I be saying that shit. Them niggas don't be tripping on life. They be living good, bro. Big meals, like, fresh food.
Like I said, it's just like how America
fresh fruit.
It's just how America's structured. It's just like not even just America. It's anywhere really that lives in like this certain society of like more and more and more like your value is attached to what you got. So even though you're poor, like King Von said, we was well off, like we was good. We had always had meals, we had clothes, we had whatever, but I'm still like poor and I'm in the hood, even though I got the things because I can't get excess. That's what I can't get excess.
Yeah.
I can get just enough. I can't go like if I can buy one, I can get like, school start. I can get a pair of black forces and a pair of white ones, but I can't get a pair of white, pair of black, plus these red and white ones I like, plus these blue. But that's like, yeah, you are poor, but it's like, but it's all the system. It's like, even with these benefits, like you can't get certain benefits if you're not, like really poor. Like there's some benefits you can't get. Like, oh, you got to tell them I don't got a car. I don't have. Like they want you to be like. And you need those things. Like maybe people making shit. People making $25,000 a year. It's like, oh, you only have 2 people in your household. Oh no, you need to be making $19,000. Like, bro, $25,000 ain't shit.
Yeah,
for 2 people.
Yeah,
especially when a lot of these poor people live. They live in the city, which the city is expensive to live near. So
another example of being in a trap.
Like, I don't know.
You naturally live in a city where shit more expensive. More expensive. and then the shit get inflated. Well, not the hood so much, but yeah, it get inflated. But even then, I just think about going back to the different spaces. Like racists, like even racists, bro, they'll be happy by themselves. Like that's what they always say. They just want to be by themselves. It's just funny with racists though. It's like, nigga, y'all brought us here and stay fucking with us, and then y'all be like, we just want our shit to be alone.
Because they didn't want
Really gonna do that then.
It's just because they didn't want people to get power and become assimilated in this shit. They just want everybody to be like always lower than them, not be able to have a voice within.
Oh, so they don't mind people being in that shit. They just want to be the dominant.
Yeah, you could be. They will like. I just want you to.
Long as you subservient.
As long as you sit there, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Even if you're a black dude, long as you tap dancing to our shit, you cool.
It's kind of like let's say a parent and kids. Like if you sitting there with your wife going over bills, like how we gonna structure. Motherfuckers don't want their kids saying, "Oh, we should man shut the fuck up, fuck back." You just here.
Yeah.
We just tolerate. I mean, kids, you're not just tolerating your kids being there, but you know what I'm fucking trying to say. Like you sit there, y'all shut the fuck up. Yeah. Don't try to have power. Don't try to change things. Don't try to have say so.
Segregation ain't bad, y'all. Segregation ain't bad.
Don't try to have say so. And I don't even, for me, when you say segregation, I don't think it's like segregation by race. I always think it's like segregation by ideas.
Ideas in class, maybe.
Because like you could be around like white, Mexican, Latino,
ideas,
whatever. I said Latino and Mexican, well, the same thing. If y'all are like minded, then it's just a better way to live because you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not trying to cultivate with people like Stephen A. Smith or like Boule niggas. Like I don't really want them. I know they cultivated and got their money together, but I don't really fuck with their principles and ideas.
I don't know the Boule. I don't know what that
is. The black elitists of this country that don't really give a fuck about us either. But so